Good morning team, it is Sunday and the first kind of bike run endurance session of this kind of start of the build up to the 2025 season. I did these last year, kind of logic in my head at least is this is my long run day, but I don't actually do a long run. I fool the legs into thinking they've done a long run. So that's why I'm doing the bike. Then I'll do sort of maybe 30-35 minutes run and then another bike and then repeat the run. So I'll probably get around an hour of running today, which is by no means by running standards a long run, but I'll build on that slightly. I think last year I built up to maybe an hour and a half of running, max hour and 20 within this type of bike run session. And that way I just found that it saved the legs. I wasn't pounding the pavement as much with the theory that I'm not going to get injured or risk of injury is reduced. So let's get this done. Warming up on the bike now. I'll probably hit a sweet spot session, then do the run just as I feel, then another sweet spot session, and then repeat a run as I feel. Okay, let's get going. Right, let's choose the workout. Should be able to go straight into the sweet spot menu. Don't want that one. And there we go, sweet spot. Tempo with accelerations is the choice. As you can see, this session I'll probably do half of it, the warm-up, and then this block here, and then take my run during halfway through the session, then complete the second half of the session after my first run, and then once I've finished I'll run off the bike and a spin warm down. So let's go. Working out. Oh, actually, before I do that, I want to make sure I'm on a decent course. This one goes over the jungle. I don't really want to go in the jungle, I just don't like riding in there, bizarrely. Then back to the workout. The joys of Zwift menu, getting to learn how to navigate it, but I've been doing it for a while now, so I'm okay. Anybody watching may think what's going on, but hey, reach out in the comments if you want anything to do with Zwift. I think I'm there. Right, let's go. Workout, tempo with accelerations. Selected. We're on. And there it is, there's the workout, which is cheeky kind of 200 watts, sweet spot, tempo with bursts of it increasing time, but they're not too long. Does stray into the 400 watts again, darn it. Okay, let's get this warm up done. It's actually quite chilly this morning. I don't think I'll need the fan. My fingers are numb, which is weird, so I'm going to have to put some gloves on until I get totally warm. Right, we're coming up to midway through the main tempo with bursts set. Yeah, not feeling it. I thought I would. Done the first burst and that was okay. This one's slightly longer. Here we go. Yeah, it's 20 seconds, 400 watts. And we're on erg mode, which means the power's set for me to reach. So you've got to try and keep the cadence high. Not really doing that very well. And there we go. And then it's straight back to tempo. So it's not recovery after the burst. And it does take a while before you get the after effects of that burst out the legs. Whew. Yeah, that hurt. Let's concentrate, regulate the breathing. Right, about to start my last burst. So with the 12 minutes tempo done, now 30 seconds. At least it's not 400 watts, it's 350. Let's go. 30 seconds, which seems doable, but at the end of the tempo block with bursts, it's a lot harder. I've got to try and spin more. But after this recovery and then run, go. Oh, yeah, that hurts. So now it's 5 minutes recovery spin on this Zwift session. So I'll do another about a minute or so, spin recovery, and then get on the run. And then finish the burst recovery and another set of those tempo with bursts on the bike. Whew. Right, I'll spare you my huffing and panting. Let's recover and get on the run. Coming up to 4k, and we're averaging 4:33 per k, and it feels really smooth. So that to me says the strength work's paying off, which is good. So I'll only probably do about 5k on this split and then get back on the bike. Right, we're back on into the 12 minutes tempo stroke sweet spot with bursts in between after the first run. Really pleased with that run, around 4:30 per k, feeling good, concentrating on the technique, locked core, slightly shorter stride, and just trying to flow, which is good. But this bike already is feeling harder, which is always the case as we flip between bike and run. But that's the idea, isn't it? To get conditioned. I don't think it ever feels any easier. The more you do of these bike run sessions, they never feel easier. It's almost like you become conditioned to them mentally in your head to suffer. But probably what does improve is your ability to go faster. That's what they always say, isn't it? You go faster, but it hurts just the same. Right, let's concentrate. Coming up to the first burst. It's only 15 seconds, 410 watts. Ooh, sounds painful. Here we go. And I'm doing these out of the saddle, more so to give me a bit of a respite from the position. Next one I'll do in the saddle. There we go. Only 10 seconds, but it really does ramp up the effort and the pain. And it's really difficult, as I said, to return to tempo sweet spot and feel any recovery. The recovery comes really slowly, so you've just got to work with it. 20 seconds of 400 watts. I didn't up the cadence before it, so I really struggled to get over the top of the power. Oh. Ow. Good now though, only one set of this 4 minutes, and then final burst, 30 seconds, 350 watts, and then I will run off the bike again. Maybe not as far, so I want to build it up. I think I could easily do another 5k, but let's be careful of the Achilles. Right, time to get composed. Final burst, 350 watts, 30 seconds. Legs feeling it. Boom. Wow, yeah, tasty session with the run thrown in. I think this run coming up now will just have to be nice and easy. Legs are definitely more mashed than they were for that first run. Oh. Right, off on my second run. Whew, that was a tasty bike. It's actually quite easy to think, oh, that's a good session, I won't do the second run. But this is where the real benefit and the benefits and fitness again. Even if it's a shorter run, running with extra fatigued legs off the bike is always worth doing. Right, let's settle in. Second run done, just over 2.5k. I felt like stretching it out and doing more, but as I said, playing it safe. But a good session, running felt good. It's about 4:20 per k for the second run, and I was really trying to dial it back as we came towards the end and make it a bit easier. But hey, when it flows, it flows. So thanks for joining. Catch up with the next session, see how we go. Right, time for some food.